corner. Yep, here. I throw everything over. I make sure my legs are set perfectly. Look how high my knee is and how much my heels curl here. I test him, make sure he can't pull out the arm, right? Then I go 2 hands right here, bring it across the hip. And now I lift my hips and I'm pulling down on the arm across my hip bone. Here. As he feels the tension in his arm, he taps down. So Theodore has his hands inside, he's looking to stand up. It's going to be one leg at a time. He's going to take his head over my head, he's going to step one leg up, then he's going to look to step the second leg up, and then from here he's going to look to posture all the way up. Okay? That's the way it's going to go. Just come down again. So what we want to do is we want to stop him preferably before he gets up on 2 feet here. So when he has his hands inside here, he starts to stand up. 1. When he's looking to step that second leg up, I'm looking to pull him in with my knees and pull him to this corner here to bring him down a little bit. Okay? So as he steps up, 1, 2, I pull my knees in and just draw him forward here. Then from here, I'm looking to grab a collar tie on him here. Okay? Sometimes his hands go to the mat. Sometimes they stay inside my arms here. Maybe slide up a little bit. So he goes up. 1, 2. I pull my knees to my chest and I actually try to aim them at the corner over here towards the leg he's about to step up. So without Theodore, it looks like this. Pulling the knees in and I'm aiming to my left, right? He steps his right leg up. When he's about to step his left leg up, I pull him forward over my left shoulder. And that's going to bring him forward. Maybe his arms stay inside my arms. Maybe they slide to the mat, but that's going to bring him closer to me so I can grab his head and try to keep him down. Okay? Right. Now, right now his arms are inside of my arms, okay? So I'm going to grab his collar on one side here. Now, if Theodore, he keeps trying to stand up, exactly. Here, puts his feet up here. As long as his head is forward, I still have a good opportunity to attack his arms here, okay? I need to control the head. Once the head comes all the way up here, it's going to be difficult to attack upper body submissions. But as long as his head is down here, he's actually in a pretty good spot to get submitted. So what we're going to look to do is an attack and arm lock. If I collar tie with my left hand, that means I'm going to attack his arm on his left, on my left here. That's his right arm, okay? So I grab a collar tie and I scoop my arm under here. Now it's important when we scoop that we don't just grab the leg with our hand, but we think about sticking our hand through and bringing our head close to the leg here. Here comes the tricky part. I'm going to open my guard, but I'm going to keep curling down with my heel here. Right? From here, everything curls in, and look, I'm going to swing this leg up and over. So I have an angle. I started here, now I go all the way out here. From here, this leg, I'm going to throw it over his head, and I'm going to think about curling my heel to my butt. Here. Okay? And now I have his arm in my hips. It's important when I throw this leg over that I go high with the knee and I curl this leg down here. Now both my heels curl my butt. When Theodore tries to pull out the arm, even with no hands on the arm here, it should be really difficult for him. This is because of this knee position here. Okay, so we go back. So we're just going to drill this part here. So he steps up. 1, 2. I pull him down here. Grab collar tie on the left here, on the head. Now he keeps trying to stand back up. I scoop under this. Go right under the calf here. Look, if I just hold on to it, my head doesn't move. I stay lined up with him. I want my head out here where I can look into his ear. So when I think about doing like a bicep curl through here and take my ear close, now I get a little angle. My leg's open, but this leg curls in. This is what keeps my hips up. If this leg is dead, I fall down. If this leg is activated, I stay up high. Look, this leg here, I'm gonna pendulum it over, up high, and pulse here. It's important that I get this elbow in. If the elbow's out, there's no arm lock here. So here, high with the knee, heels curl to the butt, and this is going to keep me in position. If he tries to pull out the arm, it should be really difficult. If I'm not curling my heels to the butt, everything disappears. Okay? So we're just going to break it down in this step here. Here, I scoop the leg. Here. Now, when we open here, right, this right leg here, this leg, you want it high in the body, as high up on his back as you can. The lower this is, the more space there is between my hips and his arm here. So if you can climb your right leg high, this is going to help you. One little tip you can do is you can put the foot on the hip temporarily to help push yourself out and climb this leg up here, high. Now, the other leg here, this is what we call a torso leg. This is the one, this leg here is going to control his torso. This leg here is for head control. When I swing this over, right, if he's sturdy on the mat here, it's important that I pendulum my legs. So right now my hips are actually lined up with his hips, right? When I pendulum this leg here, I want to get perpendicular. So I go here, go over. You see his arm here? I'm actually swooping down and around here. I'm picking up. So, yeah. When your guide is too good, you off balance people with demonstrations, right? So, first thing first. Get the angle first with the scoop grip, then help yourself up with a high torso leg. So this leg is high and it's clamping down. This also helps control some of his posture. Now the other leg here, clearing this arm. Swing low and scoop up the elbow. You've got to pendulum this if you just take the arm out of the way. So look at my leg here. It pendulums and goes around the corner. So right now, right here, my hips are lined up, but I want this angle here. All right. We want, see if I can demonstrate it without a partner. So I start here. I try to climb this leg high on the body and clamp down. Now when I pendulum this leg, look how the angle of my hip changes. Here. This helps me, this motion here helps me scoop up the arm. It helps me get a better angle to throw my leg over the head. Okay? And this is where this angle is critical for us to have a tight armbar where people just can't just rip their arm out for free. Okay? If you're lying stretched out on the mat like this, you can't pendulum your hips. You need to ball up, get that good old banana-shaped spine here, and this will help you pivot on your shoulders. Okay? Pick everything up and go high. Once we have everything secured here, and I make sure I have a high knee here and good, and I'm really curling my heels from the butt. Let's just move a little here. Right. What I want to do is I want to extend this arm. So I don't grab the thumb, but I grab just right here below. I pull it down with two arms across my hips here, and I'm looking to break my hips up and extend here. All right, so I'm doing a bridge, and as I'm bringing his hand the other way. So don't grab fingers, that's illegal. You're gonna get enemies for life if you do that. Grab right here. Look, my heels are curling down, my hips go up, and my hips are pushing into his elbow as I'm moving his hand the opposite way. So he taps there, but I have all this space to break his arm. That's required, right? We don't break people's arms in training, but you should know how to do it. Right, so last time, here, yep, here, I throw everything over, I make sure my legs are set perfectly, look how high my knee is and how much my heels curl here. I test him, make sure he can't pull out the arm, right? Then I go 2 hands right here, bring it across the hip, and now I lift my hips and I'm pulling down on the arm across my hip bone. As he feels the tension in his arm, he taps. All right, just gonna spend a couple of minutes on this, so just get right into the position and practice this move, okay? Let's try it on 3, 1, 2, 3.